Welcome to Google AdWords for local businesses. In this video, Talor Zamir will be going into greater detail how you can maximize earnings with a fine-tuned Google AdWords campaign.
But here's what you have to realize, okay? There's a few very important things here. Number one, okay, some of the more educated, I wouldn't say educated, but maybe, attorneys and many people will search and try to click on the organic results first. That being said, pretty recently I heard something that about 50% of people don't even know that those are ads up there. 50%, like the average person who doesn't know anything about marketing or doesn't own a business, when they search, they don't even know that those are ads. So that was something that's pretty amazing to me. Another thing is how I personally believe that for any competitive keyword that's going to be very valuable to you, it's going to take an extremely long time for you to rank in one of the top 5 results, if you ever will even rank in the top 5 results, because other people have been doing SEO for 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, and you're popping up now. They're not stopping. They're still doing it. Every SEO guy says they're the best, but if 5 SEO guys say they're the best, and one guy's been doing SEO for 3 years, and another guy's brand new, how are you going to overcome those people that have been doing it for so long and are still doing it? So my point is that it's very difficult to be in the top 5 results on page 1. And if you're not in the top 5 results on page 1, then you're really not getting much traffic at all. We don't need a huge amount of people clicking on your ad in most cases, right? Especially in any major city or in any city throughout the country or throughout the world even. If you get 3% of people that do a Google search, if 3% of the people that type in personal injury attorney click on your ad, that's probably going to be more than enough clicks to get you a lot of new leads that can help you dramatically grow your business. So I think people miss the point. They say, oh, well, most people are going to click on the number 1 or the number 2 result in the organic rankings. And I'm not going to argue with that. That's very true. When we talk about click-through rate can be 1 or 2%, which is not extremely good, up to, I've had ads that get 10% click-through rate. I mean, it all depends on how focused your keywords are and how good your ads are. So a 10% click-through rate, without going too much into that, just means that for every 100 people that search, 10 of them click on your ad. And if you got a 3% click-through rate, so if 100 people search personal injury attorney and you got 3 of them to click on your ad out of 100, if you have a good enough conversion on your landing page, which we'll talk about soon, if you have a good enough conversion, that could be more than enough traffic for you to handle. 3 out of every 100 people clicking on an ad could equal you spending $10,000 or $20,000 a month and making back $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month on that money spent. As I mentioned in the last video, because you have so many different keywords, because you're going to have hundreds of different keywords and keyword variations, you'll have a bigger pool of keywords for you to get clicks from. People, even if you get 3 out of 100 people, out of every 100 people that search, if only 3 of them click on your ad, in most areas of the country and of the world, that would be enough traffic for you. So that's something very important to remember. But I've noticed that Google has recently been making the ads. It used to be like a yellow background. It still is a different color background than the normal search results, but they've kind of blended the color in more with the background. A lot of times people can't tell that it's a different background and that those are the ads. So, and why would Google do that? Well, because remember, Google makes money from advertisers. They don't make money from people ranking high in Google. So they're doing everything in their power to make more people do Google advertising and take advantage of that incredible platform, as opposed to doing search engine optimization. Google loves local businesses. They give local businesses a huge advantage. Attorneys being local businesses, any kind of local business, attorneys, dentists, I mean, you name it, restaurants, mortgage brokers, LASIK eye surgeons, roofing, contractors, someone's looking for a personal injury attorney, someone's looking for a criminal defense attorney, DUI, they're going into Google and typing these things there. Now, the beauty of what Google does for local businesses is that it allows you to actually integrate what was formerly known as your Google Places account. They've now changed the name to Google Plus Local. You can integrate your Google Places account with your Google AdWords account, and what this does is it actually makes your ad appear twice the size on the page. So it basically has your address, your phone number. People can click on a map to your address, and so that's a huge advantage that nationwide advertisers don't have. And here's the thing, most of the time, people like to deal with people in their local area. That's number one. So if someone is in San Diego looking for an attorney, they're probably not going to hire an attorney in New York, right? They're probably going to hire an attorney in San Diego. So if someone in San Diego is doing a Google search for an attorney, and the search result pops up and it shows their address and phone number and a map, and it's like, oh, those guys are only 10 miles away from me, they're much more likely to click on your ad, because not only is it twice the size on the page, I mean, that's a huge advantage, the fact that your ad is twice the size, because you're obviously going to get more clicks, you're going to stand out more, you're going to get more clicks. Another thing is that your phone number, a lot of times, Google will even place your own phone number in the ad, and I had a tracking number and did a test, and found that we were getting free leads. We were actually getting people who were doing a Google search, seeing our ad, and it showed our phone number in the ad, and they would pick up the phone and call right off of the ad without even clicking on the ad, which was amazing that we were actually getting, people calling us without even clicking. So it was like free leads from Google. So it's a huge advantage that Google offers to local businesses. You get a higher click-through, more people clicking on your ads because they see that it's local, and it's really a huge advantage. As opposed to a nationwide advertiser who, let's say, for example, there are some types of, let's say, medical malpractice attorneys who practice nationwide. They're going to be in a much less advantage because they don't have a physical location in San Diego. So if someone in San Diego is searching, first of all, their ad is not going to pop up with their location information and phone number in the ad. That only happens when people in that local area search. So, if someone in a 20 or 50 mile radius, or even 100, it can go up to a 100-mile radius, is searching, there's a good chance that your address and phone number and all that will appear in the ad. If you're an attorney based out of New York and someone in San Diego is searching, your business information and your address and phone number is not going to appear in the ad. So you don't get the free leads, you don't get the higher click-through rate because your ad is not twice the size on the page. So it's a huge advantage that Google gives to local businesses, as if being a local business, that people love to work with people in their local area because they know, hey, I can go into them, meet them in person, go into their office, and that's what really Google, for me, the best results that you can get on Google is when you are a local business. And you're targeting people in your local area. I mean, believe me, I've had success working on nationwide campaigns where people were bidding all over the country and in Canada and in some cases all over the world. But it makes my job, and it makes it much more easier for you to get results if you are only targeting people that are searching in your local area. So that's a huge advantage that Google gives to local businesses.
Join us for our next video, How to Improve Your AdWords Campaign, where Talor will explain the tips and tricks he's learned to get the best results for his clients and how you can use them.